Very good evening to all. Let's get started with the most widest event. I invite Ms. Kala Krishnamurthy, Chairman, SEAS Singapore, to deliver the welcome address for us.
Thanks, Anu. On days when giving up is the only thing that really makes sense, and losing hope is your only real defense. Be the hero who never lets that villain prevail, despite all the torture he did instill. Well, this poem truly captures the theme for today. Our two speakers for today are two of those heroes who face the challenges thrown at them by life with such confidence, which is beyond the realm of normal human beings. They have conquered seemingly insurmountable challenges of life by undeterred spirits of courage and never give up attitude. They have shown that challenges are not obstacles but stepping stones for success. We are very happy and delighted to have these two speakers, Mr. Vipin and Mr. Himanshu, with us. To introduce the speakers, I invite Ms. Anu. Anu,
unmute yourself.
Sorry. Thank you, Kalaji. Today we have two wonderful speakers amongst us. Honor to share their profiles. Mr. Vipin Jain is an embodiment of courage, hope, perseverance, and someone with a never give up attitude. From a polio victim at the age of 8 months and having his both limbs paralyzed, he's down to becoming a chartered accountant and heading a team of 40 plus in his own firm. Being an enthusiast in adventure sports and doing skydiving, among others, and traveling on his own all across the globe. He has surely shown that if you have the courage and the willpower, nothing is impossible to achieve. Apart from being a full-time practicing CA, an inspirational and a motivational speaker, he is into a lot of social causes for differently abled and poorer sections of the society. While being closely associated with various NGOs which work for needy, he has also set up his own family trust to help people in need. He has been awarded at various forums for his noble deeds. Divyang Ratna 2019 nominated by Gujarat University and Kalki Foundation. Special Personality Award by Lions Club 2014-15 are among others. C. Vipin is continuing to spread hope and happiness all around himself, and today he is here to spread the happiness amongst others. Welcome, Mr. Vipin.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
The next speaker is the most wonderful speaker we have with us, Mr. Himanshu Bakshi. At 3 feet 8 inches, he's probably standing tall among all more courage and grit. He has managed to even dark the dark. Apart from being a chartered accountant and being a trust expert with EY, currently inspirational and motivational speaker. He is an LLB, a black belt in Taekwondo, a TEDx speaker, contributor of articles in newspapers, a national level debater on current affairs. Appeared on various TV and radio shows too. He is a national speaker at ICAI chapters, namely Muscat, Dubai, and many others. He has associated with various forums, BRICS Economic Forum, are few among others. He created various award. Karam Veer by United Nations, Individual Accelerator Award, in CII, achieved by Mr. Kotak, etc. are among others. He was one among the 270 people in India to be invited by President Barack Obama during his town hall event in Delhi. He has been doing a lot in the initiatives for the upliftment of differently able in India, for which he has been recognized by the Foundation of India as a global icon of the year 2018. CA Himanshu is someone who lives by the motto, aspire to inspire before you expire. Welcome, Mr. Himanshu. We have absolutely charming and accomplished speakers for today, and I'm sure are waiting to hear from you. Over to our moderators, Kalaji and Nishan.
Yeah, thank you, Anu.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for your honor.
Yeah, what an inspiring journey of you both. So maybe Himanshu, you can tell us why did you choose to become a chartered accountant in the first place, considering you could have easily landed up a good secured government job easily.
So the question, the reason why I did started accountancy, and the to the answer is that this course is so wonderful. It's formulated in such a amazing manner that that the primary condition is that you don't have any quota system in this course. So whosoever has qualified this course is all based upon the merits. So as you asked me that I could have landed up a good job at a public sector. Eventually, I didn't want ever in my life to let people pinpoint a finger towards and basically just comment that this fellow might have just taken up some quota and landed a job. So when all of us as a CA family, when we address ourselves to the society around us, and when we say that we are CAs, so eventually the respect comes automatically. So you need not ask for it, rather it is earned, I would say.
Well said.
Well said. Yeah, respect is earned. Yes, and Mr. Vipin, do you also have similar motivations?
Yeah, I was not aware that I will become chartered accountant up to I did my graduation, because I had some difficulties and I was under treatment after my 12th, and parallelly I did my college BCom with my treatment. But suddenly after graduation, my elder brother is chartered accountant. He became chartered in 1996, and I cleared my graduation in 97. So he declared that we will make him CA, and that's how I become part of this course. But one thing was like any sympathy by getting any reservations or like that. So that view matches with Himanshu's view. And that's how I become CA. Initially, I was not, when I was in class 12 or under graduation, I knew I will become CA. After this family, anybody would try on his own before getting any help or any sympathy. That is how I become the chartered accountant.
Why? See, when we are doing CA, it looked like Agnipath for all of us.
Yeah, exactly.
So I mean, this motivation for profit rather than to complete it. That's how I think it's been a journey. So,
Yeah.
any of you thought of giving a CA at any point during your journey? Any hook point kept you going till the time you achieved your target?
So you asked one.
Yes, start, sir.
Okay, that point came many times with me. From joining CA to completing CA. Initially, we found place for articleship. So we landed in Indore with some relative who is chartered accountant there. So their family, they are classmate of my mother, and he told that I will take him as article. Then we find a place for me in Indore. So that was again a struggle. So somehow I got an hostel with the help of my elder brother who was in Bombay, and some Bombay guy has built a hostel in Indore. But getting in that hostel is again a challenge because I was the only disabled there, and it was leaving our home and going to other place in hostel and all that. So in 3-4 months I have given up, and I wind up from there and I came back to my home with the articleship discontinued, and I have taken some articleship with some friends of my brother. But again, my brother came up and he took me to Bombay, and he studied in the Jain hostel in Mumbai, and he to and get me admitted over there. And again, I got on track. So at beginning, I have given up. But once I was in the hostel, and then rest is the history. Because in Bombay hostel, I have I have been treated as a, I was the only disabled with this much difficulties and all, but that family has adopted me, and I came on the track initially, and then rest is the history.
Yes, sir. History you did good actually.
Yeah, and actually I was hailing from very small town. I did my schooling and graduation in Gujarati medium. Then I joined CA course in English medium. So lots of difficulties were there. But with the time, I have become part of that.
Right. So, if I may ask you, what is that? They call it the pot at the end of the rainbow. So,
Yeah,
what is that pot which kept you going?
getting into
Hello. Himanshu bhai,
Yeah, continue. Hima.
maybe you can share your story.
Sure, sure. Yeah. So I won't say that the thing to give up this prestigious course was there in my mind. However, there were a lot of obstacles. Obstacles which could have been seen as a pretty normal for everyone else, but those were pretty big for me. So I'll just share for them. Like one, the obstacle which I usually mention in my CA sessions is that I am the candidate who has basically stood for 3 hours for the exam because the benches were pretty high for me to sit and write the exam. And of the exam, considering the complexity and the tough question paper, because so when I say the tough questions, so just on the humor side, when you see people going for the audit exam but carrying a calculator, then you can understand how difficult the curriculum is. So but I always thought of that, that this is not something to give up, because this had a lot of hopes of my a lot of hope, my wishes, my years and years, and I've always been following one of a very small one line in my life, which I've always kept in mind whenever I feel demotivated or depressed. So that goes like, हार कैसे मान जाऊं मैं, ना जाने कितनों का हौसला हूं मैं. So this was something which has always driven me to strive for more, and like I did face a lot of questions from people around that, why are you getting into something wherein you don't have a clear cut surety of getting out of the tunnel. I mean, getting inside the tunnel is a bit easy, but it's not that easy to get out of the tunnel. So that thing was anyways there. But I never gave hope. I rather never, took too seriously what is called as the previous past percentages, the previous trends and all, because I always believe that, till the time you are honest and you are hard working, there is nothing, on this planet which can stop you to, achieve any.
I'm
Right.
sorry, I have disconnection in the internet. So
Yes, sir. Continue, sir.
Extremely sorry for that.
Yeah, it's okay.
No,
Thanks.
Himanshu was sharing his
Yeah.
CA journey,
Okay.
and maybe you can just you are midway through and then your light got disconnected.
Yeah.
Maybe just, and also you can also tell us CA. You did CA that one part, and after that you again became entrepreneur also. It's like so.
Yeah. So basically, after completing CA, I have target to move to the USA and to do CPA over there. But somehow I could not get the visa initially in 1-2 years. So I started my practice with my brother. We formed partnership firm. Initially, I worked in Bombay, did some jobs, and I did, the local up downs and all that over there in initial years. But somehow I thought this place is not suitable to me. So I came back to my hometown and I started my own practice. But with parallelly, I was connected with Bombay and other places. So even living in a small place, I was part of other places too. And with the time, I have grown my practice. I have a huge network due to my hostel days and other circles. So, and I have a very good friend and partner in USA. With his help, I could grow my practice in 5-7 years. And then we are expanding and all that. I have a huge network, so which is helping me in getting my work and expanded and getting work from other places. But it's all hard work. Nothing can happen without your own efforts.
That's so true.
Yeah. Okay, now to Himanshu. In general, what keeps you both moving forward? So if you put it differently, were there moments when you feel just like giving up, and then that one inspiration which do not let you give up? Maybe you can share one or two of those moments and those inspirations.
So Weapon Bhai, you want to start?
You start.
Okay. So yes, I mean, like, so just to put things better on the table, I would say that, and this is not something, just to seek any sympathy from anyone, but just to be more realistic, that being differently abled in a country like ours is in itself a big challenge, because you are seen from a very different perspective. Rather people are ready to even write a biography on you even without knowing your name, I would say, to put it in a simpler manner. But yes, I mean, like, it also brings upon a lot of positive things. I mean, like, for example, I really like one of the statements said by Charlie Chaplin, that people laugh at me because I am different. I laugh at them because they're all same. So I really like that statement, and that keeps me going, because eventually, it's all upon you how you perceive the life. And I've always believed that, if the Almighty has taken something from you, you're definitely blessed with something which you need to yourself introspect and see, right? So I'm a firm believer in karma, in terms of, the positive energy and all. But yes, I mean, like, at times it does feel that, even reaching at this platform, I still have miles to go, but I can't change the mindset of people around me. So it's better that, I do my work and my hard work, and let that speak for it, instead of me wasting energy into, you know, any of those verbal conversations or anything of that sort. So yes, I would say like for person like me, I mean, it in itself is a different identity, because when you go to places, rather, even if you're not a superstar like Shah Rukh Khan, but people still want selfies with you. So I take it in a different manner. I mean, like all goes, you know, how you have framed your mindset in your life. Because just lastly, one more thing, I'm pretty much sure that if I had been, you know, pretty much, or rather for the fact, if I had been carried away by what people have been saying around, right, then I'm pretty much sure that I wouldn't have even been able to speak a single word, or wouldn't have even been able to accomplish the what all small things I have done till now, right? And so I think it all it, it's all in the mindset, and yes.
And over to you, Vipin.
Yeah, well said, Himanshu. I am 100% agree with his views because more or less our views are same. For me, becoming chartered accountant hidden all the disabilities which is visible. So if you make your own identity, then this disability is nothing. In our disability is visible, but I think everybody has more some kind of you can say we cannot say disability, but some kind of problems. Our disability is visible, but if you make your own identity, then nothing will stop you from getting whatever you want to do. And people are showering lots of love and blessings on you without considering your visible disability, and I don't think this disability is a hindrance in any manner. I also believe in karma. You आप काम करते जाओ, you will get whatever you want to achieve. There are so many people. I feel myself like nothing if I read about so many people who have achieved lot than me. 100 times more than me. I have so many people. You can take the example of Deepa Malik. So disability is just a mindset to do, which keeps you moving on and on and on. And this our fraternity has accepted us very nicely, and that has given us so much respect and love and everything whatever we want to do we can do.
Yeah,
So
I think
disability is just
Skala, you were saying something?
no, let him continue.
yeah, no, I am fine.
Vipin?
Yeah. So this is what I feel in never giving up, and so you can achieve whatever you want.
Right.
I would just like to add on one. This is another Hindi couplet. I usually read, and you know, I write a lot of Hindi poetry and all that. So that goes as खुद ही को तकदीर से पहले खुदा बंदे से पूछे बता तेरी रजा. So if you are yourself bold enough, then I'm pretty much sure that the Almighty always supports you, is always there with you, and it's all just a game of the mindset, I would say, because as Vipin bhai rightly mentioned that, you know, getting demotivated in the current world is pretty much easy, but getting motivated in the current world is not that easy, and now adding upon the COVID time also.
Exactly.
Right. I think both
This
of you.
COVID time taught us, all of us, the same thing, I think. So it's all about,
It's been a great leveler, actually.
yeah,
Thanks. All are at one place, sitting at home.
all are at one.
As both of you rightly mentioned,
Now
you
all
know, it is not the disability, you know, that deters you. Keep doing your good work, and then you create your own identity. And I think that's what you have shown and demonstrated to the world as well. And as they say, if you want to walk, yes, Vipin.
I have disability with the differently able. We are not disabled, but we are differently able.
Absolutely.
Yeah, right. As they say, if you want to walk fast, walk alone. But if you want to walk far, walk together. So for you, who are the people around you that always walk with you? How do you build that ecosystem? Maybe you can share some examples and share with our members what to look into when you are building that ecosystem. So maybe you can help us in understand in building this ecosystem both from family and non-family members' point of view. Himanshu?
Sure. So I think the first and the foremost support what is primarily from your home, right? Because everything starts from the home. Everything starts from the two God and the goddess who are there at your home, who have given you birth, right? So I would say that till the time you don't respect them, I would say that you don't deserve a respect from anyone else around you. Second is that there has to be sensitization of certain things what are associated with a differently able person. I mean, what I usually see in current time is that even at the school level or even at the kindergarten level, even some awareness should be made, so that whenever a differently able kid also gets admitted to a school, he or she should not be treated as an alien, because that is something what can basically turn the tables upside down, right? Second of the thing is, I mean, it has to be that you encourage the people around you, so that and that's why I always say that no one is asking you for your time, no one is asking you for your money. Even if you bring small moments of laughter, small moments of smile to someone around you, believe you me, this world can be a wonderful place, right? So I think basically spreading the happiness, spreading the positivity, and also having the support of the family is the backbone. So just to be more precise, I mean, like, CA journey has been pretty tough for me. I mean, like, during mid of my journey, I would say during my CA final, I lost my father, and I'm the only child, right? So I would say that my contribution as on date is, I would say, not even 1% compared to the struggles, compared to the hard work, compared to the dedication of my parents. Because to be more honest, it is really very difficult to bring up a differently able child in a society like ours, because the society is such wherein it is perceived as a taboo, rather than anything of happiness. So I would say that till the time your family is along with you. And lastly, I would just like to sum up that people can basically hold up your hand and they can guide you, but it is you who has to carve in your own path. Because believe you me, till the time you don't put in your efforts, the other person, probably after 4 days, 5 days of helping you, will definitely raise up their hands and say, boss, I'm done, right? So the ignition of achieving something has to come from you. And it is not concerned about any course, it is not concerned about any other thing. This can be in a personal life, this can be in your social life, this can be in your professional life. Yeah. Over to Vipin bhai.
Yeah, well said, Himanshu. In my case, I can say I have a great family. My parents and my two elder brothers have taken great and immense care of me to reach me this stage. initially for me getting me into school and all that, because I never stood up and I was scrolling. So that was the part which my family handled very nicely. After completing my schooling, I was underwent this treatment and all that. So that also was only and only because of my family and my two elder brothers. So after graduating, I went to hostel. So there I got people who have accepted me, and with their help, I got involved in my studies, and I could become somehow chartered accountant. And in my professional journey, people around you, friends and professional colleagues and all that are very helping. And with their help, I am where I am today. And I believe if you get good people, people supports you, that helps you a lot in achieving your goal. So in my case, my life is totally only and only because of my family, my friends, my colleagues and all that, and still they are with me. That's why I am doing what I am today. So we can do, but if people helps you and supports you, no one has demotivated me at any stage of time life. And my family has given me all the freeness to do whatever you want to do. They never stop me from doing anything, so I can do. But still I think I can do more. So it's all, any successful, any success is not only your success, it's teamwork, or it's with supports only. If you are moving ahead, you will get the people and you will growing and growing and going. Ups and downs are part of life with everybody, but with supports you can come out and you can go. Because I have seen very hard time during my treatment. I have started my treatment 1994, still I am undergoing some treatment every day. So all these supports are my doctors, my parents, my brothers, my friends.
So, Kalam, with your permission, if you allow me just one or one and a half minute, I would like to sum up this question with one small poem which I have rather written few days back, and I think that everyone will like that also. So, may I proceed?
Please,
Yeah,
please,
sure. Please.
please.
Okay, so it is in Hindi. So just pardon me if in case it is not understandable. So it goes like so I have rather written this on my life itself. So it goes like, तू अपनी खूबियां ढूंढ, कमियां निकालने के लिए लोग हैं, अगर रखना ही है कदम तो आगे रख, पीछे खींचने के लिए लोग हैं, सपने देखने ही हैं तो ऊंचे देख, नीचा दिखाने के लिए लोग हैं,
बहुत बढ़िया।
अंदर अपने अंदर जुनून की चिंगारी भड़का, जलाने के लिए लोग हैं. जस्ट अ सेकेंड. अगर बनानी है तो यादें बना, बातें बनाने के लिए लोग हैं.
लोग हैं.
प्यार करना है तो खुद से कर, दुश्मनी करने के लिए लोग हैं.
लोग हैं.
रहना है तो बच्चा बनकर रह, समझदार बनाने के लिए लोग हैं.
Well said.
भरोसा रखना है तो खुद पर रख, शक करने के लिए लोग हैं. तू बस सवार ले खुद को, आईना दिखाने के लिए लोग हैं. खुद की अलग पहचान बना, भीड़ में चलने के लिए लोग हैं. तू कुछ करके दिखा दुनिया को, बस कुछ करके दिखा, तालियां बजाने के लिए लोग हैं.
क्या बात है.
Very, very nice, very nice.
We will clap for you, sir. Very nice.
Thank you.
Super,
Superb.
super.
Himanshu, we all know you're a very established poet, and
No, it's not like that.
we have read a lot of your shairis and poems.
So Himanshu, we are following you also on that poetry group what we have.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also, please share this poem with our members. I think
Definitely.
members are asking us to share this poem. Wonderful.
Definitely. Thank you.
Himanshu bhai writes every weekend stories on LinkedIn also. It's called Weekend Wali.
Weekend readings. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, Nishant.
So Within my the one thing which we understand from both of your stories is that the family is the pillar, and of course, then you keep on meeting friends, people when you go into out of the society. Of course, being a chartered accountant has given you that much more access to people coming and now talking to in equal terms. That sympathy has gone away, and now it's all about equal footing.
Exactly.
That's all because of your hard work and sheer grit and power. Now, you have achieved quite a lot in your respective professional life, right? And but we also noticed that both of you associated with a lot of associations and organizations, which does a lot for the society. What have inspired you all, and how do you keep yourself motivated? I mean, at one time you are even facing challenges from others. Now you're giving with both hands open to others. So if you can share some cause which is very dear to you, and how do you make a difference in others people life there?
Sure. So, Vipin bhai, you want to take it?
You take it after.
Okay. So basically, as you rightly mentioned, Nishant sir, that the time is such wherein people sympathize more and all. So out here, I would just like to highlight that that's why I always, wherever I go, whether it's a NGO or it's any of a event, right? I always tell people that all of us as human beings need to understand one small difference. That's the difference between sympathy and empathy, right?
Right.
Because that is something what is lacking among a lot of people, right? So believe you me, 99% of the people around this planet, on this planet, don't want sympathy. They rather want empathy, right? Because sympathy in a manner is treated like a curse, I would say, right? Because it's just that that people aren't in that good position, or they aren't having that good of a time, so you please don't sympathize with them, right? So I am doing all this is that and as they say in Hindi that जब अपने पे बीतती है तो ज्यादा पता होता है, right? So the same thing goes with me. Like when you have been through this, when waking up every day and walking out of your place, that you will be center of attraction for everyone. Then obviously you're mentally prepared. You know how to handle things, how to go about further, right? So that's what I tell people that first is that please be as helpful as you can, but don't sympathize. Just be realistic. Second is that if at all you can't help anyone, as I mentioned earlier, the smallest of the contribution is that let's take one small example. Supposedly you are just running for your office. Let's say any Monday pleasant morning. Although Mondays are not that pleasant for anyone, but Monday pleasant morning, you're running for your work, right? And you bump into someone while you're crossing the road, right? So instead of being too aggressive or anything, just one small smile, because you don't know what that other person might be running in his or her mind, right? So believe you me that 1 minute of smile of yours could probably change the other person's day, right? So the other thing is the smile factor. Thirdly, I always tell people that whatever you have achieved or whatever you will achieve, right? And rather that has been inbuilt to me by my parents, that you need to stick to your roots. Because I have seen like mansions falling down within fraction of seconds. I have seen people who are running into the Beamers of the world, or the Audis of the world, are currently not able to fulfill two-piece meal, right? So you need to stick on to the roots. You rather, I would say that you need to remember your hard days, because what I always believe is the biggest teacher in your life is your own life.
Exactly.
None of the motivational speaker on this planet can motivate you till you yourself are not motivated, till your life doesn't teaches you. And lastly, I would just like to sum up. This is a bit of a unique thing what I have been following since a lot of years, that I love my critics more than my friends. The reason is pretty much simple, right? For me, I see it in a different perspective. Like, a critic of mine, right? Out of 24 hours, that particular person is spending 10 minutes just to think about me, right? Just to think about me and to tell me where or how I am going wrong, right? But a dear friend of mine will never ever tell me on my face, right? So I love critics more because I am valuable to them, right? So, and in a way, lastly, always remember, if you have critic, then it is damn sure that you're ahead of people. That's why people talk about you, because the ant will talk about the elephant, not the elephant will talk about the ant. As simple as that. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Over Vipin bhai. Yeah.
Thank you, Himanshu. I should thank Nissan that you find both of us, and I can say we are 100% like-minded. His thoughts are 100% matching with my thoughts. Because वो he told ना अपनों पे बीतती है तभी पता चलता है कि क्या होता है. So that is my rule actually. So as far as we are talking about the charity and all that, I can say I have grown with charity. So I can better understand its value and how someone's help. I will correct the word charity to the help. How someone's help can change other person's life. So that is very well experienced by me throughout my life. So I am giving you a very small example of mine. When I was in class 7, up to then I was crawling like, like four-leg animal with two palms and two legs. And some of our relative was in some Lions Club, and he has made some camp for distributing this tricycle and all that. So I get that tricycle from that camp because my family was not that financially sound, so they can afford all this. So we got that tricycle, and that tricycle changed my life from class 7 to class 12 because I was becoming independent with this tricycle. Earlier, without that tricycle, I was totally dependent. मेरे को यहाँ भी जाना हो तो someone has to pull me and take me to the school and all that. So with that tricycle has changed my life. So that tricycle episode is very close to my heart. And after I am established, I am after becoming chartered accountant, I started earning upfrontly. Whenever anybody comes, I donate him tricycle. Of the people I have grown, so it is our duty to pay back to the society because society has given you so many things. We have given it different names, charity and all that, but it's your obligation because anybody who is growing, he has taken some kind of help in any manner, monetary or non-monetary. So helping others is our duty, and for people like us who are grown with the help of others, should never forget that. And it is our duty to pay back to the society at any point of time because whatever we are achieving and whatever we are doing, it is only and only because of society and people and all that. So you should never forget your past and keeping. And fortunately, I have so many people whom I feel as my mentor, who are doing so many charities and all that without any hidden charities, you can say.
Right.
So that's the way.
Vipin bhai, people like you, Himanshu bhai, who have great heart, makes the world a better living place for sure. I actually wanted to have a follow-up questions with you, Vipin bhai. I mean, you have set up your own family trust now. Maybe you can discuss a bit about that, how you're giving now more and more back to society, and And what are the causes which are very dear to you, and how it's changing the people around you?
Yeah, exactly. I charity and this trust and all that I have learned from my boss, under whom I did my articleship, and my doctor, who is also very big social worker in Indore city and MP. So with them I learned this how they are helping people. They are doing hidden help. So I got an idea with my brother and we form a trust and all that. But right now we are doing what I am doing. I am not doing any systematic charity with all that propaganda. We are doing whoever come to us for medical help, for education help, or for any other help. We are doing that on our own without getting anybody's help. We are doing whatever we can do. We are doing. Mostly I used to do in people who has some kind of disability in their. I can help them in any manner. We are doing that. There are so many needy people whom you can do. I am associated with one institution. It is called Bhagwan Mahavir Viklang Sahayata Kendra. They are distributing free artificial limbs and calipers. So I am part of that. If they find any patient and they call me, I tell them I can contribute that much. You put it into my account and I will do that. I have one prosthetist guy who is making my artificial calipers and all that. He is a very good friend of mine. So many people came to him. So sometimes he tell me he's deserving and you can do if you want to do. So I do there. I have one friend established in USA. He's running IT company. He's also like me. He has some disability, but he's running his own company over there. So we jointly do something on our own. But now we are planning to do some in systematic manner. So more and more people can get the benefit of that because we have so many people who are ready to contribute and who are ready to help others. We just have to put some effort. So, and I can surely say your little help can make very big difference to another person.
So true.
Small amount can be a very little for us, but that small amount can be a very big for the needy. Exactly.
Excellent.
Real needy can be get more benefit than us.
Truly
So it
inspiring.
can be because I grown up with this help only, and still I am getting help, whatever kind, monetary, non-monetary. So this is the part of my thoughts and my ethics to help others anytime.
That is what makes you two stand out. We all grew up with bit of help from others, but when it comes to giving up out help,
And I
real
think
heart shows actually. I mean, that's where a good heart comes out in play.
and if
So,
you decide
of you
to
actually.
do something, you will get the people and you can do whatever.
True. Really
Recently, we have
inspiring.
sponsored a guy who is very young and bright, who lost his entire right leg, amputated his right leg, and we sponsored a artificial leg for him, and he can walk now.
Wow.
Right. Yeah. As Himanshu said, that 1 minute of smile can make a big difference. You know, when
Exactly.
you start in a day and you spread positivity, positive energy, and a few encouraging words also, I think, can make wonders. And you said stick to your roots. Remember all the hard-working days, which gives us the experience. And I think critics, because when you say that there are critics, yes, that's a sign of that something good is happening. And you also make them to think of us, right? Because critics needs to spend more time to make comments. And that also brings the best out of one who is doing
They're
his
doing our
job.
job.
Right. So and you give them the more time to think of us than the one the dear ones will be thinking, Himanshu. And coming to Vipin, yes, you said you have been giving back to the society, the social cause, which you got, as you said, don't forget the roots, which you got when you were you are a child, and now you're also giving in monetary and non-monetary ways. That's really nice to hear on the social side. And now coming to professional and the personal front, what are your future plans? Let me start with Himanshu. On the professional and the personal front, what are your future plans, Himanshu?
So on the professional front, I mean, like So my journey has been with the big fours. I started off my articleship with Deloitte, and I'm with EY since past more than 5 years. So yes, I'm very much blessed. I would say that I have got great mentors who have, supported me throughout the time, and throughout the good days, bad days, rainy days, sunny days, and all. So yes, in a way, I mean, like, I'm very much thankful, and I hope to carry the baton as I have been doing as of now in the coming years, and be a successful professional in the coming days and all. And yeah, so I mean, like, since my core expertise is into transfer pricing, which is more of a very niche field in India, particularly, right? So that in a way is giving me a added advantage, because we don't have many professionals who are into transfer pricing. So that is anyways going to be my core field for forever, I would say. And yeah, so I mean, like, my intent is to given my best and achieve whatever whatever I'm deserving of in the coming years and all. Yeah.
Yeah.
And in terms of the personal front, so yeah, I mean, like, a lot of things I do on the personal front, in the sense, like, I do take out time for a lot of social initiatives, and like, had this COVID not been there, then in March I was scheduled to have a rather, it was my honor to rather share the stage with Mr. Suresh Prabhuji in ICI Dubai chapter, but because of
Oh.
but because of this COVID thing, everything came on to the virtual front. But I'm hopeful to basically meet all of you also in Singapore pretty time soon. And yes, so I travel a lot. I love traveling. So there hasn't been, I would say, even a single month wherein I wouldn't have traveled, whether it's talks or whatsoever. But yes, and yes, lastly, although it is getting too personal, but yeah, since I'm a bachelor, so as you know, I come from a Punjabi family. So Punjabi moms are like, that you need to get married, you need to get things done.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that is also there as a priority, or I would say that is there as a mandatory checklist, first point what I need to fulfill at the earliest, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not advertising for myself, just for the benefit of doubt.
Yeah, and as you said, yes, transfer pricing is one of the niche subject, and you're an expert in that, and we wish you grow to greater heights, and
Thank you
also
so much.
wish you for the marriage as well. And today we also came to know there is a poet, there is a great poet which we also have come across. Himanshu as a great poet. Okay, so success
Thank you
for
so
that
much.
also. Now coming to Vipin, what is your plan?
Sorry, Kala.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kala. 1 minute.
Yeah.
Himanshu, when are we seeing your first poetry book coming out?
Poetry book is a big thing, sir. Poetry book, I would say it will take a couple of years, I would say. But I'm rather writing something what will definitely be out in probably a year or so. So rather, that's like not my journey, but how realistic it is to be a differently able in today's world, something of that sort. Yeah. So I'll definitely keep the group posted on that. Yeah.
Sure.
Absolutely.
And
We look forward to that.
yeah.
Definitely.
And also, congrats to you. You said you had the honor of virtually, right, with Mr. Suresh Prabhu. And we wish once things settle down.
No. I had to, but
I had to, but you could
everything
not.
went in for a.
Okay, because of the COVID.
Yeah.
But we wish, I think, once all things return to normalcy, you'll be soon getting all these honors. Wishes from us.
Thank you so much for your kind words.
Yeah, and now over to you, Vipin. What are your plans?
Yeah. see, Nishant, again, there are similarity between you and Himanshu. He loves travel, I love travel. As he told, not a single month he did not travel for me also. Not a single week I have not traveled. He is bachelor, I am bachelor. He's involved himself in totally into profession, same with me. So there are similarities. Now coming to the subject. I am in the core practice of taxation and consultancy and all that. We have a multi-location firm and we have a team of almost 40-50 people with 10-15 chartered accountants at various places. And we all are in growing stage. So that's a fun for us to grow together. Everybody's of our associates and partners are with us and we are doing plans and works for growth of all of us so that we can provide work to more and more people who are with us since years. So we are like, we are running our firm like a family. So we have people associated with us since decades, you can say. So first priority is to engage ourselves more and more into practice so that after time we can start some, in my mind, I have some plan to turn my professional skill into some kind of organization and to help others. And I just recently I started these talk shows and all that because I was not aware that my life can be life changing for so many people. So many people suggested me and I am getting these opportunities. I met Sanjay last year in Singapore. He was with us with our annual trip of our team. So he told me I will invite you. मैंने उसको बोला कि no, I never spoke up and all that. But he told, and after that I got 2-3 opportunities, and today I am here with you.
You're honored. We are honored.
Yeah, we actually I am honored. So because I have got the opportunity on this platform to speak with you guys. So basically, my plan is to grow my practice and all that. At the same time, I have to give some time on my health to keep me moving.
Right. And that's great because you said your core area is taxation.
Yeah.
And you're an entrepreneur, which is not an easy thing. So first of all, congratulations to that and where you started, and you have started giving opportunities to other. And you said that people are also asking you on the organization skills as well, and which is very good, which you're again giving it back. So best wishes to you for your firm, and you're also spreading the wings across. So best wishes to all your efforts. Okay. And now over to you, Nishant.
Vipin, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm a poet, but I have one small poem which is in consistency with this subject, so I can share that with you.
Yeah, just before that, I want to tell you definitely because you, Himanshu and Vipin, both you said you travel a lot, and that should inspire, I think, all our members today also, to travel a lot and explore what is all about. When you travel, you learn a lot and you explore, right? Every country, religion, culture,
you get more and more
learn. Yes. So that's nice to hear. Yes, you can share the video.
Vipin bhai, before you share your poem, a small one of our members also posted, and even I wanted to ask you.
Yeah.
I was seeing your video, and I see that you have a lot of bucket list. You do a lot of adventure sports. So one of the members wanted to know how's your experience on that, and also what's your next in your bucket list of adventure?
Next bucket list was to do scuba diving somewhere in Phuket. But this COVID, I don't know when I can do that. And once again, I would like to do skydiving in Dubai.
Wow.
That I had planned this December, but I don't think I can do it this year. So let's hope very soon I can do that.
And how was your experience of skydiving?
Oh my God. You saw the video so that you can have the experience how it was.
No, you have to explain to us.
It was amazing. Actually, I did so many homework before that because in my case, it was very, very risky. But fortunately, I got a friend in Los Angeles who arranged everything with them. We have communicated with them, and they made sure you can do that. And the trainer was absolutely fantastic, and he did it because in my case, only fear was landing. because I cannot land on my foot. So it was a very big risk. My doctor told me that the amount of enjoyment and the amount of risk, there is a vast gap. So you think before you do it. After doing that, I told him that only one thing I never followed you, but I could make it. So he is happy now. And that made I think this skydiving motivated so many people.
Right.
So that's why I'm circulating these videos to others. So because it made you fearless, and you can say you can do whatever you want to do.
Right. Thinking of it make her sweat.
Exactly. Mindset is the game. And with
Right.
independent travel, this I have traveled a lot, so many countries, and all alone. So मेरा घर वाला बोलते हैं कि how you will manage all this with all this luggage and all that. So I tell him, you just put my bags in and everything will happen. So I'm very, I bring so many luggage because I am very fond of distributing things to others. So I love to that. So
That is your
if
typical.
anybody tell me ki I need that, I like that food or that, so I arrange to send to them. So it's everything can happen.
You are a true roadie.
Yeah, people, on this planet there are so many fantastic people who are there always.
And Vipin bhai, you have very good fan following. So wherever you go, you will always.
Yeah, that is my actually big asset, and it keeps me moving on and on. So I am very fortunate in that because I have friends all over. So that's how we are going on and on. So you share that video in the last so everybody can see that.
Okay,
Yes.
sure. Yes, Nishant.
Take color.
Yes. Okay, now let's do a fun section. Okay, and let us try to put you both under pressure. We will play a rapid fire and see how both of you fare. Okay, so we start with Himanshu. Himanshu, are you ready?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, it's a rapid fire questions. Okay, your passion,
Travel.
actress you like the most. May I ask you why?
Sorry.
Actress you like the most.
Angelina Jolie.
May I ask you why?
Phenomenal actor.
I thought you will say eyes.
Okay, next is your favorite leader. It can be national, international.
On a humorous side, Rahul Gandhi, because one of the finest stand-up comedians ever.
Okay, your preferred singer.
Preferred singer, Lucky Ali.
Okay, what is the most boring thing ever?
Boring thing ever. I would say sitting idle.
All right. So your favorite dress?
Favorite dress?
Yes.
I think everything suits on me, so everything is
Great.
fine with me.
Oh, that's great. Okay, one professional in CA fraternity you admire a lot.
CA Piyush Goyal.
Wow, that's excellent. Okay, now to you, Nishant.
Well played, Himanshu bhai. Vipin bhai, all set?
Yes.
Thank you.
Don't take time, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start now. Hobby.
Traveling.
You two are true brothers, actually. Favorite movie?
Movie favorite, any of Amitabh Bachchan's movie.
Wow.
Kya baat hai. Angry Young Man.
Yeah.
Favorite food?
Favorite food, Marwadi food, home food.
Array.
Kya baat hai. Favorite sporting icon?
Sporting.
Yes.
Cricket.
Which is your favorite icon in that?
Sachin Tendulkar.
And
Self-made
why?
man.
Our God.
Self-made man.
Our God.
Yeah.
Place you want to travel most?
America. Anytime.
Any particular city?
Las Vegas.
Kya baat hai, sir. That true roadie spirit in you is rising up.
Exactly.
So in that same roadie spirit, which is your favorite car?
Favorite car, right now I am driving my Audi, so that's favorite for me.
Kya baat hai. And who inspires you the most?
Honestly saying, my doctor, who is my life changer.
क्या बात है?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, that's well responded, both of you.
Thank you.
Now one message you would like both of you to give our members. So how to brace for the uncertainties in life? What would be that?
Himanshu is answering.
Okay, sir. So I would say never ever plan for anything, anything. Let go with the approach of bring it on. I would say because the more you plan, at times you might not be able to achieve. And this I realized once I lost my father rather. So living in present is much more important. Cherishing your present is much more important rather than thinking of the future. Second is that treat yourself as a blessing on this planet. I mean, like, because you are different from even your spouse, even your children, even your brother, sister, mother, father, whosoever it is. So treat yourself as a precious gift. Cherish yourself, and last but not the least, start loving yourself. Then only you will be able to enjoy your identity on this planet. And lastly, make your life such blockbuster that it should go in for a Nobel Prize rather than it goes to a rag picker at a cheap rate.
Very well said, sir. Very well said.
And over to you, Vipin.
So one thing which everybody face, I can say, live with the situation. You can never change the situation, and you can never change your past, but you can always change your future and make your future. So that is my my motto in the life. Never give up. So, and only you are responsible for your happiness or success. That's the fact. So live the way world treats you, the situation treats you. That's it.
Thanks, Himanshu and Vipin, for the message. As you say, believe in yourself. Okay, and now I'll hand over to Mr. Sanjay for the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Kala. Thank you, Mr. Himanshu and Mr. Vipin, for your stimulating speech and information shared with our audience. We are grateful for the time and effort you took to share your thoughts and experience. Many members were at a standstill in their progress, whether professional and emotional, and your talk seems to provide such much needed help and inspiration to face challenge and move forward. As rightly said by someone, we are put in a situation to build our character, not to destroy us, which we had experienced this today with the success story of our today's speaker, Mr. Himanshu Bakshi and Mr. Vipin Jain, who had converted challenges into opportunities. I remember, Vipin bhai, when you visited Singapore in August 2019 somewhere, and we had and the fun we had over here. I was really fascinated by your energy and the enthusiasm and the way you take life positively and make it simpler. So it reminded me one of the saying that says that once you choose hope, anything is possible. And both of your journey demonstrated that. So thanks for sharing your experience, learning, and making this knowledge series session more interesting and meaningful. Now, we would also like to thank our chairperson, CA Kala Krishnamurthy, for this creative idea and guidance, and a team of volunteers, Anu for profile reading, and our lead event coordinator, CA Nishant Surana, for executing all deliverable as per plan. We would also like to thank all our members for their continuous support and contribution, and overseas chapter committee and its member and the participants joined from different parts of the world. We wish you all a lot of success and happiness. Now, on behalf of ICI Singapore chapter, we would like to share a certificate of appreciation. So I will share it on my screen now, and the digital copy, we will mail it to you soon. One moment, please. So Himanshu bhai, this is for you. Thank you very much for your time and effort, and it was quite engaging session. And this is for you, Mr. Vipin ji.